Ding, 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 ding. Congratulations. You have changed. You have evolved. You just grew up. But you also don't know who you are anymore because you came out of your old body and you're growing up a new body. But this body seems empty because you don't know it at all. You spend so much time in your old self. You spend so much time accepting your old self, building the idea of you around your old self, that now that it's gone, what do you have? What do you have? I think you're just standing on the deck and you see your new self going in a boat that is sailing away. And now the question is, where are you? Are you on the boat or are you on the deck? That's the image. Where are you, and where do you want to be? Because when you spend time with someone and it's someone that you like at a certain point, so you get attached to this person, you build memories with this person, you find the beauty in this person. Of course, this person pisses you off also because you spend a lot of time together, but your life is shaped in a way, even if it's in a small way, but this person that you spend a lot of time with shapes your life in a certain way at a certain degree. But now this person is gone. So, of course, there's going to be a void in your life. And the importance of this person and the time that you spend together will define if this void is big or like small, if it's like bearable or no. But now this person is your old self. This person that you spent so much time with is your old self. But you've learned to heal some traumas. You've learned to accept certain things. You've learned that you deserve better. So there's a lot of part of yourself that isn't that aren't alive anymore. Period. Like you have to let it go. So much bad habits, so much trauma responses, so much coping mechanism that you spend time trying to deconstruct, trying to heal, trying to understand. And now that you do, what do you feel? The void. Because why do I look like I'm on drug? I'm not on drug at all. Sorry, that was unnecessary. Yeah, like I know it gets really intense, but yeah, like it's just pure void. Like you're trying to find the same comfort, the same happiness in the same habits, in the same bad habits that you used to have. But because you've deconstructed all those bad habits and you discovered the reason of them and you healed the part of you that needed to heal, those bad habits doesn't bring you the same comfort anymore. And that's a very good news. But now what is gonna bring me comfort? What is gonna bring me happiness? Are there enough things left that are gonna bring me happiness? Because I spend a lot of time with myself and because I've learned to find comfort in bad things, now I'm like I'm just lost. And when I say I mean all of us, of course. It's just a lonely moment. It's just a lonely moment because it's really like It's really like you grew up going every day to the same candy shop next to your school, and now this candy shop has closed. So what are you gonna replace it with? Is there something you can replace it with, or like you just have to accept that you will not feel the same thing again? And the worst is when you build your when you thought that those bad habits, those mechanisms were part of yourself, and that's when you thought that when you thought that when you thought that it will never go away, that it's part of yourself, that it's something you will have to learn to live with, and you've learned to live with. You find a balance. You find how to do it. You find how to get the essence of discomfort. You've learned to live with it. And now that you finally lived with it, now that you're finally comfortable with it just disappears. You don't feel the same thing anymore. You do the same thing that you used to do years ago or like weeks ago, whatever, whatever. You do the same thing, but you don't feel the same thing because there's nothing to trigger anymore. There's nothing to the ones that you used to stimulate is not here anymore. It's just a blank page. And how are you supposed to stimulate a blank page? And once again, the worst is that you have to be grateful for it because why is there a wasp menacing me like that? Yeah, you have to be grateful about it because you knew that those were bad habits, but you were starting to love this part of yourself. You were starting to love this imperfection, and now that you were starting to love it, to appreciate it, to accept it, now it's taken away from you, and it feels like everything got got taken away from you or is gonna be taken away from you. So you just feel like why should I get attached to anything anymore? Because it's gonna be taken away from me at some point. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it's gonna be taken away from me. And that's the same thing that would tell children. You know, they go to a place, they start to play with a toy that's not theirs, and we have to leave, and they have to put that toy back. They cannot take it home with them, and they're so mad. But I understand why they're so mad. Like they were having so much fun with it. Like, and I know it's for the good. I know it's for the best. But I'm just a big kid, so yeah, I'm gonna be mad about it. And this feeling of blank page is so unsettling because you're starting to think about all of those projects that you are doing, all of those ideas that you have, and you're like, are they gonna be taken away from me? Like, am I gonna change and I will not resonate with that anymore at some point? So what's the point of that? What's the point of doing all of that? What's the point of me going to work if I have the feeling that in 1 year I will not resonate with that anymore? That's the molting process. That's when the crabs and all those animals, the snakes, they get out of their skin because they grew a new skin. Do they miss that old skin? I don't know. They just live it in the deserts or the ocean, and it's like looking at the past, looking at a dead version of them that is not dead. or like looking at an older version of them that is dead, but they are not dead. So this is all very unsettling.